everyone. Happy Sunday night. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend, enjoying the summer weather, and had a great week last week. I was really looking forward to seeing all of your awesome case studies. I know I had a couple of questions at the final hour there, but hopefully you were kind of enjoying that. We are into June this week, so that feels like something truly to celebrate right now. Just feels like this has been such a long slog, but we have made it to June, and that means there's only 4 more weeks left. We did get some new news this week from the ministry that we are not going to be doing final performance tasks this year, but I do have one last major project for you guys, and I'll probably just give you 8 days in class regardless of that. Just because at this point in the semester, I know that you guys are juggling a lot of things and you've proven yourselves. You've been working really hard. And we do have that one last major assignment that we're going to be focusing on that I'm going to be rolling out next week. So with that being said, this week is all about finishing up content on the global marketing, as well as introducing logistics, which is supply chain management. And that's actually really interesting to be looking at critically right now in the world of COVID, because our supply chains have been totally impacted. You may have noticed, your parents commenting on certain things like how long it's taking for products to get shipped to your house, as an example. People are trying to find other ways of getting products into their home other than having to go to the store and go physically shopping. I know for myself, I ordered some items from Old Navy for my son because he's outgrown his shorts, and I ordered them about 3 weeks ago and they're still not here. So this is a really good example of what's happening with the supply chains when we're relying on countries like China to be manufacturing the products and then distributing those products, when in the world of COVID, everything has really tightened up and slowed down. So one of the lessons that we have this week is going to be looking at that and sort of analyzing, well, where do we go from here? In a world where COVID exists, what are we going to do with our supply chains moving forward so that we can ensure greater access? So it's kind of an interesting time for that. So hopefully you'll find the content interesting this week. One thing I did want to note is that I did try the office hours thing, and I found that I only had 1 student sign up, which is not surprising at all. I'm not at all offended by that. We were kind of in a great roll with things anyways, and I know next year you guys are off to university, but for next September, depending upon what happens with high school, we'll just start, we'll set a different precedent at the beginning of the semester. And we will have more live virtual classes. But for now, we're doing okay. So let's just keep status quo. But if you guys need me for anything, I am on my computer constantly. So I'm definitely within 24 hours, you'll hear from me over email. And we can always arrange something, even a phone call. Just let me know whatever you need, okay? So moving on to this week, our week breakdown. Like I said, we're going to have a lesson on global marketing. So your expectation, and again, as always, this has been posted in Google Classroom, to go through the lesson as well as all of the videos. And there's a reading here on place and price distribution that I would like for you to go through. Please read that. And then in order to answer the questions for the comprehension assignment, you do have to obviously go through the lesson as well as through the reading, but you've each received a copy of this document. So you go right into the document and answer the questions, and it's based on the lesson and the reading. So that's pretty straightforward. You have a work period for that on Tuesday, and then you've got a full-length logistics lesson on Wednesday. Now, this is a self-paced lesson, so it's designed as flipped classroom. There's lots of video links inside the lesson. You do need to go through the links and watch the videos in order to really get the full benefit of understanding the content. So please do that. Again, that's the requirement of that assessment, is that you go through that lesson. It's really not challenging. And then you're going to use that information for our task on Thursday, which is the discussion post. So you are expected to read this article. It's been posted in Classroom as well under the discussion post. And the article is all about the pandemic and how it's exposed different vulnerabilities in the supply chain. So again, if a lot of companies are relying on, factories in China to manufacture their products, but China had to lock down and close factories and limit exposure to COVID. Well, how has that impacted our businesses here? Pretty significantly. And so in a world where COVID is going to exist into the future, what are companies going to do? And that's really what this whole discussion post is supposed to be about. If we were in our classroom together, we would have a lot of class discussion about that, but we don't have the luxury of that right now. So what I want you to do is read the article And then you're going to answer these 3 questions here based on the article and then a sort of outside reading that you do, as well as talking to your parents about it even. And then it is expected that you are going to be commenting on 2 peer posts throughout the week. The reason that I'm asking you guys to do that isn't just because I'm trying to make work for you. It's actually that a lot of your peers have really great insights and they have really great things that they think about. And it's a great way and a great opportunity for you to not only connect with your classmates, but also learn from them. So I ask that you do that, and I am paying attention. You probably noticed on the last classroom discussion that I commented on a couple and said, that was really insightful or that was really great. I am reading it and I am acknowledging the students that are taking the time to do that. So please go ahead with that. Now, the last thing I wanted to, and then that's it for the week, by the way. So the Friday is a work period. Next week, we'll get into the last few lessons and then into our final project of the course. That's going to take us until pretty much the end of the 3rd week of June. And then the last week of June, actually, we've been told we have to teach every day. So I'll probably be doing just a reflection and then some cool videos and stuff. But it is expected that you are going to be engaged. That's it for now. So outside of that, I did have a couple students emailing me about mark updates. I am not sending mark updates. I actually physically cannot send them. So, but if you wanted to know what your current mark is, then you can just email me and I can send that to you directly, okay? Because I have been updating the marks. As you can see, I am trying to stay on top of marking as much as I can, okay? So that's it. I hope you guys are well. I hope you've enjoyed your weekend. Have a fantastic week. Reach out anytime, and I will see you